Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor be to Yahweh, Bahasham, YAHAWASHI, Bahasham, Rakaha Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, better known as GMS, who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect, the tabernacle of David, starting with the 144,000, and the rest of the men, women, and children out of the 12 tribes, whom Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi will have mercy upon. This is your brother Matazabath, residing from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Melbourne, Australia. All right. And I just wanted to do a quick lesson dealing with a topic that the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi put upon me to go into. But before I do so, I want to address the beloved elder Apostle Tahar, all right, as he has brought out the name of this year, 2025, as being the hopeful year of our deliverance and destruction and judgment on Esau, okay? And we can see, based upon everything that we went through last year in 2024, being the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, all right, it has expounded its way towards that. And as we kick off, all right, the start of 2025, okay, we are starting to see a lot of things that the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi is manifesting, all right, and Abaratazah, Lord's will, all right, this will be the indefinite year, all right, that all hell breaks loose, everything pops off, Jacob's trouble becomes amplified, leading to those missiles, leading to the MOTB, the RFID micro C-HIP, all right, coming to pass. And then you already know what's going to transpire when that happens, okay? So this is the year deemed by the beloved elder Apostle Tahar of 2025, the year of our deliverance and destruction and judgment upon Esau. So to kick off 2025, all right, we're going to turn our attention to this article. Okay, and this is from the People's Voice.tv. All right, now, as you can see here in the headline, it says Pope Francis urges Jews to unalive so-called Jesus again if he returns to earth. And see, this is a beautiful sign of the times that we're in, because now the man of sin is being revealed. Okay, and that's none other than Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, beginning with the top banking elite families, okay? And starting with our beloved apostles, bishops, and elders on down, mainly from the Great Millstone camp, all right? They have been teaching and warning and telling you that all of the different derivatives of the Roman Catholic Church, whether they be of Baptists, Orthodox, okay, evangelists, what else we got? Even you can even throw Mormonism in there if you wanted to. Nevertheless, all of it, you know, at the end of the day, it extends from the Roman Catholic Church. And see, when you go into the history of the Pope, and if you go into the history of the so-called Roman Catholic Church, you will come and find out that they really don't worship the true Messiah, who they call, or who we understand and we call Salakia, YAHAWASHI HaMashiach. Okay, so let's just quickly breeze through this because I also have a video. It says Pope Francis left onlookers stunned at an Italian prison when he made a statement that sent shockwaves through the Catholic Church. It says during what may have described as an openly occult ceremony, one that allegedly involved opening a portal of darkness, the Pope declared that if so-called Jesus were to return, he hopes he would be unalived by Jews again. You see, now here it is. Okay. Back so many years ago, all right, this man came in the name of so-called Jesus Christ, but now he's openly admitting, saying that if who we understand to be YAHAWASHI returns, okay, he hoped that the Jews would kill him again. And see, this is the This is the, you know, this is the mentality, okay, of these Edomites, all right, because they have a hatred, all right. The scriptures even tell you that they don't even seek out the Heavenly Father through His Son, YAHAWASHI, man, okay. And when you understand that these devils, they are looking for their birthright back, all right, think about the time when you get Matthew, I believe it's the 2nd chapter or the 3rd chapter, when King Herod was ruling during that time, an Edomite, all right, who was ruling over the Jews in Judea, all right. And what was the decree that Herod put out? He wanted every male-born child 2 years and under put to death because he wanted the Messiah unalive. That's why he sent out the wise man, all right, to go to Yahawashi's hangar where he was born, so that he can come and give gifts and stuff, which he was, you know, putting on the front, you know, because he actually wanted to do away with Yahawashi, because he understood what Yahawashi not only meant, but he was the real king of the Jews, okay, really of all the nation of Israel, okay. And that nation back then, all right, those Edomites back then, guess what? Okay, they back here again today in their lot, man, including the ones that pierced them. That's why it tells you in Revelation, the 1st chapter, that when that every eye shall see him in the clouds, even the ones that pierced him. Okay. And so that hatred has never gone away, man. All right. So this is all aligning up. Okay. Remember, you also have former President Ronald Reagan that said, what if there was a threat? Okay. And I'm just paraphrasing roughly, but he said something on the lines of what if there was an alien threat? Okay. See, these Edomites, they know what's coming, man. All right. So going on, it says, yes, you heard that right. On Christmas Eve of all days. All right. If you thought Pope Francis couldn't possibly make it any clearer that he is a false prophet who worships the devil, you would be wrong. OK, and that's really what it's going into. All right. And he is the false prophet, and the scriptures talk about that. OK, now what I'm going to do. All right, I'll leave this link in the post-production in the description box. But now we're going to turn our attention to the video I have prepared, and let's check this out.
What makes this even more disturbing is that the Pope is determined to open 5 more portals in 2025. If the first portal ceremony at the Roman prison is any indication, we can expect more disgraceful and blasphemous statements from the Pope in the coming years. In a conversation with a member of his congregation about the birth of Jesus and the Christmas season, the Pope reportedly said that if Jesus returns, he hopes he is killed by Jews again. Later, in a dark twist, the Pope invited all prisoners, including murderers, rapists and child molesters, to look towards the future with renewed hope and confidence, calling himself their pilgrim of hope. Should we really be surprised that Pope Francis is opening portals of darkness in prisons, giving hope to paedophiles, while trash-talking Jesus? This is the man who has voiced his support for Klaus Schwab's Nazi-style eugenics and depopulation programs, while openly calling for a global government, run by the WEF, to override the sovereignty of nations.
And see, what you also have to understand when you deal with the Pope, all right, he is known as the spiritual father here on the planet Earth. That's why there's pictures. I don't know if you'll be able to find them, but there's pictures of even the Rothschilds going up to him and getting what they deem as spiritual blessings. All right, because he's known as the spiritual father. OK, here on the planet Earth. OK. And so you have to understand that. All right.
His support for Klaus Schwab's Nazi-style eugenics and depopulation programs, while openly calling for a global government, run by the WEF, to override the sovereignty of nations. WikiLeaks emails taught us that Francis was installed in the Vatican in a globalist coup, orchestrated by George Soros, Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. The globalist bulldog wasted no time repaying his globalist masters by repeating disturbing globalist rhetoric at every opportunity. The same Pope who recently told his followers that Jesus should be killed is also on record informing his followers that relationships with Jesus are dangerous and harmful. Breaking with centuries of Christian tradition, Francis told a crowd of 33,000 pilgrims in St. Peter's Square that a personal and direct relationship with Jesus Christ must be avoided at all costs.
Quante volte abbiamo sentito questo? Questo non va. C'è chi ritiene di poter avere un rapporto personale.
Look at the confusion. Okay? Look at the confusion, man. You see? And see, this is why the apostles, mainly starting with the beloved Apostle Tahar, gave the order out a long time ago, man. Leave these Christians alone because they don't understand the truth. Okay? They don't understand the dogma that they are involved in.
Diretto, immediato con Gesù Cristo, al di fuori della comunione e della meditazione della Chiesa. Sono tentazioni pericolose. Sono tentazioni dannose.
As though that wasn't disturbing enough, Francis followed up by ordering Christians to stop bringing people to Jesus and Christianity. Then he joined forces with former President and Jeffrey Epstein associate Bill Clinton to announce that humanity must be urgently depopulated to save the planet. Are you starting to see a pattern here? As an agenda contributor at the WF in Davos, Pope Francis is fluent in blasphemy and is actively working to destroy Christianity from the inside. Take a look at this disturbing...
And the whole point is because really their ultimate goal is to have a one world government, but not only a one world government set up, they also are trying to establish a one world religion. Okay. And they call it the Abrahamic, let me see. Let's go here. The Abrahamic religion. And let me type in meaning. So the second picture there, Salakia, where you see it has the Jews, the Muslims, and the Christians, right? It says the term Abrahamic religions refers to the monotheistic or worshiping one God religions of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. It says these religions are so named for their connection to the prophet Abraham, which is bullshit. Okay, because we understand that Abraham didn't worship Islam. Okay, Abraham didn't worship Christianity, and he damn sure didn't worship Judaism. All right, he worshiped Yahweh. Okay, well, let's get a precept because the scriptures tells you that there's only. Let's see if I can get that real quick. Is it 2 Corinthians? It might be 2 Corinthians 11. Let's see here. Yeah, we can get that one, Ephesians, but I think there's another one. This is Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 5. It says, I'll start at verse 4. It says, there is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all. Okay? There's only one, man. Okay, and that's YAHAWASHI. All right, there's no other religions. Okay, this, that, and the third, man. All right, there's only one Yahweh and one YAHAWASHI, man. You see? So let's get a little bit more, then we'll close out.
Ceremony broadcast to the entire world, during which the Jesuit Pope celebrated the imminent coming of Lucifer and followed up with some sickeningly blasphemous dogma.
With great pomp, fanfare, and ceremony, Pope Francis, the head of the Jesuit order, announced through his cantor the imminent emergence, the near advent of the coming to light of the Antichrist.
Lucifer matutinus indeniat, ille in quam Lucifer qui nescit occasum.
During this pronouncement, the cantor called Lucifer God, claiming Lucifer to be the father of Jesus Christ. The cantor acknowledged Lucifer as the Antichrist himself and worshipped him. To this, a great crowd and the whole world sang, This was the 3D ceremony that the Pope wanted to be seen worldwide. The announcement to the world, the son of perdition, this way comes.
Did you hear that? The son of perdition. Okay. And see what a beautiful time we're in, because this is how we know we're measuring the time diligently within itself, man. Okay. They are openly admitting and telling you really who they are, man. Okay. This is, and if you can't see through the spirit and understand, then hey, evidently, okay, YAHAWASHI has a huge stumbling block upon you. Now, let's go from there. All right. Because I have a few scriptures written down here. All right. And I want to start at 2 Thessalonians 2, which is the first precept automatically that came upon me, because remember, she touched on the son of perdition. All right. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. All right. And that happened to us. OK, we fell away from our, heritage. All right. Going back to Jeremiah 17 and 4, thou shalt discontinue from thine heritage. All right. It says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. All right. Remember, 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter said, measure thou the time diligently within itself. This is how we're measuring it, because we're looking at the signs of the world, man. OK, we're looking at the events that are transpiring across the four corners of the earth, and we're linking it to biblical prophecy. OK, so this is the son of perdition, Esau, Edom. All right, who's sitting in the power seat right now. It says, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. And what nation of people has done that? All right, going back to Job 9 and 24, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay. When you look at Christianity as an overall religion, whose face is at the forefront of showcasing himself to be God? None other than Esau, Edom. Okay. Verse 5, it says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. Well, guess what? This is the time. Okay. And Abaratazah, Lord willing, YAHAWASHI put the spirit on these devils to just come out and show forth their horns. All right. As it says in Revelation 12 and 12, the devil shall come down upon you with great wrath, knowing that he have but a short time. OK. Verse 7 says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Because see, back then when Apostle Paul was writing this epistle, OK, it wasn't a time for Esau to be exposed. Back then they knew, but through the spirit, it wasn't time. But see, now we're in that time. It says only he, meaning Yahweh, who now letteth, will let until he be taken out of the way. And that's the reason why we have to remain patient, Akim, because see, we can't move, all right, above the Heavenly Father's plans, man. OK, we have to remain patient. All right. And we have to wait until YAHAWASHI returns to take this devil out of his misery. So it says, verse 8, and then shall that wicked be revealed. And he's being revealed right now. If what they deem as the spiritual advisor here on the planet Earth, being the Pope, is willingly coming out now and telling you that it is wrong for you Christians to have It is dangerous and harmful for you Christians to have a personal relationship with your so-called Jesus the Christ. All right. And it's telling you to not bring any more people or members or proselytes to the church. You know that, hey, we at the end of all things, man. OK. Verse 8 again, it says, then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right. Because we're doing that right now through the, the prophets, the apostles on down. We're consuming this devil by bringing out the word. Inquisition is being made of him. And then he's going to be destroyed by YAHAWASHI when he returns. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. OK, and this video here proves it. Them ushering in. All right. All right. Dealing with spiritual demon Satan on the left hand side, man. So now you understand the scriptures when it tells you whose working is coming is in the coming of Satan. The scriptures speak about a Satan like man. That's Esau, Edom. OK. For you deranged Christians out there that you know the truth, but yet you don't want to believe it. But it's the truth. OK. Working power and signs and lying wonders. All right. Dealing with his technology, his pseudoscience. It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because what? They receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And the only ones that can be saved is really our people, because you even have some of our people that's a part of the Roman Catholic Church. Some of them are Catholics, but nevertheless, whether they are in different denominations of the Christian church, really, it all goes back to the Roman Catholic Church anyway. It says, and for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. You see, it says that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. And we're seeing that on a major scale. Right. So let's get Psalm 10 and 4. It says, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. And it's funny how he said in the video when he was addressing the people at the podium about it's dangerously harmful to have a relationship with so-called Jesus the Christ, showing you that these scriptures are life, man. OK. For those of you who doubt and say, oh, the scriptures, listen, man. OK. These scriptures are life. They are speaking. And these devils, the Most High, YAHAWASHI, is not in all their thoughts. Verse 5, it says, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. And as for all his enemies, he puffeth up at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. And right now, who is that? That's the proud Edomites in America, man. Because you already know what Donald J. Trump is about to do. OK, come around the 20th of January. All right. When he's inaugurated, if he even make it to that point, which we don't know. All right. We don't know what Esau has planned. All right. But we understand through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI what the end game is really going to be. Right now. He mentioned in the video, let's take this back a little bit.
To be seen and naming Lucifer to be the father of Jesus Christ.
Now, why does she say that? Because we understand when you talk about so-called Jesus the Christ, as Elder Apostle Gabar brings up many times, this actually goes back to Serapis Christos. OK, that's really what it goes back to, which who created that deity? It was Ptolemy the First Soter. OK, when he took over Egypt, one of the generals of Alexander the Greek. All right. He was the man that was responsible for creating the deity because he wanted to bring the Greeks and the Egyptians together to worship one God. And that was Serapis the Christos. All right. Which is really Jesus the Christ. All right. And it's all Luciferian worship at the end of the day, man. It goes back to the Babylonian mystery school system. Okay. Which brings us to the next precept I have here, Isaiah 14. And we all should know this one by now. Isaiah 14:12, it says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? All right. And when you go into the word Lucifer, which is the Hebrew word, all right, halal, hayallah, all right, which means light bearer. OK, but it really means or describing the king of Babylon. OK, right there, the king of Babylon. All right. So it talks about here in Strong's definitions in the sense of brightness, the morning star, Lucifer. OK, but really is going into it's a title for the king of Babylon. You see. And who's currently ruling Babylon the Great? All right. Esau, Edom. All right. He's Lucifer. He is the man of sin, the son of perdition. OK. So how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Other translations may deem it as light bearer. All right. Son of the morning. And why is he called light bearer? Because, you know, see, they even have different societies, mainly like what's the one off the tip of my tongue? The Illuminati. All right. Which when you look up the meaning of Illuminati. OK, when you look it up,
illuminate.
All right. Let me see. That's the one I want.
Illuminati.
OK. And Salakia for that misspell. It says people claiming to possess special enlightenment or knowledge of something. All right. That's why they call themselves the illuminated ones. All right. And the scriptures will even tell you that Satan would transform himself as let's see here. Yep. 2 Corinthians 11:14. It says, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. So they'll try to come off as being the enlightened ones. OK, that's why they call themselves the Illuminati. OK, they are the enlightened ones, but really we're the enlightened ones. We're the true Illuminati on the right hand side because we have the wisdom, knowledge and understanding from on high. OK, the true light starts with YAHAWASHI HaMashiach, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right. This is the reason why, as it says in the Apocrypha, good is set against evil. OK, that's the balance. All right. That's why this is a spiritual war, man, because as it says in Ephesians, the 6th chapter. OK, in verse 12, it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And these devils, they sit in high places. That's why David made the prayer when you get Psalms, the 64th chapter. OK, the title reads what? Prayer for deliverance from secret enemies. All right. And what does the Illuminati do? They hold secret meetings, man. They think that they can't be seen, but the Heavenly Father sees all things. All right. Verse 1, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, hear my voice, O power, and my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy and hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And who is the secret counsel of the wicked today? OK, they call themselves the Illuminati. That's the secret council. OK, so this is the reason why, going back to Ephesians, where it talks about put on the whole armor of power. That's within these scriptures. so that having done all that we can stand up against the wiles of the devil himself, which is none other than Esau Edom. See, this is the reason why, as the beloved elder apostle, sorry, not the apostle, Salakia, forgive me, but the elder Yashawamba, all right, from the Dallas camp always says, man, when all hell breaks loose, you're going to have to step out, all right, on faith, because that's all you have at the end of the day, man, because this devil is going to make it so unbearable because he's carnal, and he's going to try to attack you through means of carnality. OK, because Esau is not spiritual. He's carnal. And so really right now, you know, if you haven't been to the best of your ability, obtaining through things through the spirit, all right, making no provisions for the flesh, as the scripture says, all right, you're most importantly, if the spirit of YAHAWASHI is not with you, you're not going to make it. All right, you're not going to make it. How funny I had that there. All right, a couple more we'll close out. All right, because we spoke about the Pope. This is Revelation 16. All right, and 13, because this is what's ultimately going to happen. All right, Armageddon or Armageddon, which means mountain of troops. It says, verse 13, and I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon. All right, and the 3 unclean spirits in this context represents the 3 city states. You have Washington, D.C., Britain. All right, and the other one is I think it's Vatican City. All right. Because D.C. represents the military branch, Britain represents the financial branch, and then the Vatican City represents the spiritual branch. All right. And the dragon here represents the ancient Roman Empire, and out of the mouth of the beast and out of the mouth of the false prophet, who's the false prophet? OK, that false prophet is talking about none other than the Vatican Church, the Pope. All right. For they are spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world to gather them to the battle of the great day of the Most High Almighty. And those miracles represents Esau's technology. OK, represents Esau's technology. And so ultimately, what's going to happen to the false prophet? All right, let's get Revelation 19. All right. And 20, it says the doom of the beast and the false prophet, because the beast represents who? NATO and the EU. It says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet. OK, so the Roman Catholic Church that wrought miracles before him, because, see, the Pope is down with the whole one world government movement. All right. And the pseudoscience that's behind it, the technology. And see, you can best believe that when Esau brings in the chip, all right, watch how the Pope is going to be not only on board, but he's going to be encouraging people to take it. OK, they're going to try to make it seem like it's a miracle, like you can do all things with this device. Watch how it all plays out. It says, with which he deceived them that have received the mark of the beast and them that worshipped his image. All right. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. So guess what? All right. This person is not going to get away, man. All right. You're going to be brought down, man. OK, because even the scriptures tells you that. I think it's Job. We can end it on that. Job 21. Right. It says, let me see here. Verse 27, it says, behold, I know your thoughts and the devices which ye wrongfully imagine against me. For ye say, where is the house of the prince, and where are the dwelling places of the wicked? Have ye not asked them that go by the way? And do ye not know their tokens? All right. Like, you don't understand their latter end? Do you not know what's to come for them? Verse 30, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. All right. That's why the scriptures speak about in Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. All right. That when men do something evil, all right, that judgment pretty much, let me get it because I don't want to butcher it. But Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, it says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. All right. This is the reason why, because going back to Job 21, what's going to happen? Verse 30, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. So they can continue to do all the evil they want to until it measures up. And when the Heavenly Father gets to that point where they have fulfilled that measurement, guess what? Here comes destruction. Verse 31, who shall declare his way to his face, and who shall repay him what he have done? Yet shall he be brought to the grave and shall remain in the tomb. And that's the reason why the Lord said that when these devils get taken down, they're not going to have, they're not going to be buried. Right? Isaiah 14 and 19. In other words, they're not going to be buried or joined in burial with the others. It says, but thou art cast out of thy grave like in an abominable branch, and as a raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit as a carcass trodden under feet. And here's the point, verse 20. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of the evildoer shall never be renowned. All right. Because when this devil gets brought down, OK, there's not going to be no remembrance. All right. Of them. They're not going to be renowned and everything. All right. Like they're thinking that they're going to do after the destruction of World War III. They think they're going to come out, of their bunkers and whatnot. And what they have left, they're just going to revamp humanity. No. Your ass is you're going into slavery. That's what's going to happen. OK. So that's pretty much it. Once again, this has been a good start, I would say. All right. To 2025, the year of our deliverance, as well as the destruction and the judgment of Esau. So with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying, and it's on to the next Lord's will. Shalom.